Welcome back to my channel, guys, and today I'm going to be doing a DIY, and I've been meaning to do this DIY for a while, and I'm finally getting around to doing it, and I'm super excited to share this with you guys. As you know, I have slowly been transitioning a couple things at home to more greener or more natural methods, and what I'm going to be sharing with you today is a dryer method for your laundry. Now, in my previous haul video, which I will link up here, I bought wool dryer balls. I've been using it since that video and I've been loving them, and they aren't the cheapest. On well.ca they're about $20 for 3 balls, and I figured I'm going to make my own and I'm going to share it with you guys today. The reason why I think this is so important is that if you are a user of dryer sheets in general, dryer sheets are so bad for you. They leave a thin layer of basically fragrance chemicals. They leave a thin layer of that on your clothes and you wear them. So you are essentially wearing perfume throughout the day, and that gets absorbed into your skin, gets absorbed into your body, gets absorbed into your bloodstream, and they are extremely toxic chemicals that are not good for you. So this is a great alternative that is non-toxic, and I absolutely love it for my laundry, and you can't go wrong with it. So let's get into the DIY. So basically what you're going to need are just a couple of things. You're going to need some wool. I got this from Michael's, and this amount of wool should be able to make 2 balls. And the second thing that you're going to need are pantyhose. You can use some that are already used from home if your mom has a repair, or if you have a repair, just take them and use that. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your wool here and basically wrap it around a few fingers. Ravel around like a few times, 10 to 20 times. No one's counting, but basically until you have a sufficient amount going that one way. So I'm going to say that's enough. I don't know how many times that was, if anyone's counting. And then after you ravel it a few times, pull off your fingers and then ravel it the opposite way just to keep it together. After this point, when you have wrapped it around this way to keep it together, I'm going to start wrapping it the same way before. Can you guys see better there? So now I'm gonna go this way, just to make it into more of a ball. Now you can see that it's more of a slightly pillowy ball shape. At this point, it's pretty much a ball. It's kind of the size of a golf ball. I'm just gonna keep going around until it's the size of a tennis ball. Now my wool ball is about the size of a tennis ball, and I cut the end, and I'm just gonna take a crochet hook and just thread the last piece through the ball so that it doesn't go loose. And bring the hook in and bring the string through like this. See, I'm just gonna do it a couple more times to make sure that the ends won't go through. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna wrap the end. I know it's pretty secure already. I'm just gonna thread it back and forth into under the first layer of wool like that, and there you have a ball. So a whole batch of 100% wool made 2 balls. What you're gonna wanna do now that you have 2 balls is you're gonna take your pantyhose. You can use a pair of old pantyhose that you might have already and just cut off the end of the legs. So you're gonna take your balls and just put them at the end into the pantyhose like so. Just make sure that it's in there pretty tightly. So like that. And then I'm gonna twist it a little bit here just to make sure it's nice and snug. And taking some acrylic yarn, you don't want to use wool because you don't want that to be felted. You can also use a pair of socks, which apparently work better. So it's up to you which one you want to use. If you don't have pantyhose, go ahead and put them in a pair of socks. I'm just gonna take this next bit here and put the other wool ball inside, like so. And make sure that it's super tight. I might just knot it and see how that goes, but I don't really. I'm just gonna knot this one like so. So I have this If you make more, you can add more on the ends, which is probably why people use pantyhose. If they have a lot that they've made, it probably fits a lot more, and you can, instead of using a bunch of socks, you can just use a pantyhose and get them all felted in one. Alright, so I've taken the wool balls out of the dryer, and I'm just gonna take them out of the pantyhose now and see how they turned out. This is the first one, and here's pop that one out. Yep, so you'll know that these have been felted properly if you just take your finger and none of the strings really move. That's when you know that it's a good wool ball. So that is how you make your own wool dryer balls. I highly recommend you try these out instead of using the toxic chemical filled dryer sheets. These are a great natural non-toxic alternative, and if you like scent in your laundry load, all you have to do is add a few drops of essential oils into each ball and toss them into your laundry load as per usual. My favorite one right now is lavender, and if you make your own dryer balls, it's a fraction of the price instead of buying the ones online. The one that I bought for 3 balls was $20 for 3, and I think for me to make 2 was only maybe $6. If you keep an eye out for the coupons with Michael's craft store, you usually have like a 40% off code pretty often, so keep an eye out for that and go grab yourself a batch of 100% wool to make your own wool dryer balls, and it will make the cost of wool dryer balls a fraction of the price, and you can reuse these from a lot of loads. I've been using mine for over like 3 months now, and it's been working great. So yeah, so I highly recommend you guys try out these wool balls. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up to let me know. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!